started here this afternoon, 2:30. It was a slightly hotter day than 2 days ago. The sun has dropped, of course, as it tends to do at this time of day. Temperature dropping slightly with it, but very, very fine outdoor conditions, both for players now and the crowd. Still a struggle out there for the batsman, isn't it? It was a slightly hotter day than 2 days ago. Put it in the right place. It's dropped, of course, as it tends to do at this time of day. Temperature dropping slightly with it, but very, very fine outdoor conditions, both for players now and the crowd. Sri Lanka's batsman, a lot of the runs, or the bulk of the runs, almost a third behind square on the onside. Not so much straight down the ground. That's a reflection of conditions, I'm sure. So easy to hit straight down the ground. Gripping, not coming onto the bat. Very, very fine outdoor conditions, both players now and the crowd. A lot of the runs, or the bulk of the runs, almost a third. Just thinking ahead slightly, when England get their chance, and one of the features of their innings, the better part of their innings, because it fell away so rapidly, was Duckett sweeping. Turns the run for him. Anyone who can play the sweep shot consistently well has a chance. That's a full toss. The sweep shot is violent. That's well fielded. Didn't quite find the gap. Didn't find that reasonably sized gap between the backward square leg and the square leg. But a high, loopy, offline full toss.
The captain must be livid with himself. Here was the opportunity.
Sweep shot is violent. Reasonably sized gap between the backward square leg and the square leg. But a high, loopy, offline full toss.
And cancels his chances against spinners. Looks competent batsman.
Yeah, we saw two stumpings the other day in the England lineup. People coming down the wicket without due care and attention. It's all about timing, isn't it? The timing of the movement. So if you leave it to the last possible moment, the bowler has very little options to change length. And even if you do come down, it's not quite right, you can still defend. Players stop like that, where it goes feet into a great position. Able to play through the line, full half volley by the time he's made the movement. And pick up the one.
Moral of the story, use your feet sensibly.
Too far down. Too far down the leg side. That's good running.
Agora está dando lang. Agora está dando time.
169.5. Well, it seems that no one gets a long spell nowadays in these games in Colombo. Overton out of the attack at a Rashid. Rashid so far 7 overs, 1 for 23. It's an economy of 3.29. First time he's bowled at this end tonight, this afternoon, tonight. Run, little wide, little dab, but straight to the man.
The way Sri Lankan captain is batting at the moment tells me that he has assumed the responsibility of giving shape to this innings. He's very watchful. He's missed out on quite a few opportunities to hit boundaries. He hasn't been able to. But so far, a good effort from him. Captain's innings.
Again, good use of the feet. The whole point being to get yourself in the right position to get a shot away. It's only one, yes, it's a sweet shot. Yeah, I think Sri Lanka has conceded in his mind that this is not going to be a big total. But even at a smaller total, it's still workable, it's still dependable. And you know, again, morals and things you learn through the course of a day or two in this stadium at Pramadasa is that you need to still have something in resources in hand at the end of an innings when maybe a few more big shots will come into play. You need to back your bowlers in the second part of the game when inevitably there will be turn for sure. And that's what worked for Sri Lanka 2 days ago. And if you get over-ambitious too soon, you run the danger of losing wickets and not getting to where you need to be. Whoa, that was powerfully struck. Rashid still tossing it up. Ratnaka still running down at it. Got a full swing of the bat at this one. Singles is okay for now, 173 for 5. We are into power play 3. One more man allowed out of the circle. One more man given his freedom on bail. So 10 overs to go. What's reasonable, I wonder? 6 and over gets Sri Lanka to 233. Current rate is just over 4, it's 4.32. That's a measure of how things have gone today, a combination of pitch conditions and some decent bowling and some good fielding. Naika has played very nicely so far. He's started to use his feet against Rashid. Now, Dawson is going to be slightly flatter, slightly quicker. So that lessens the opportunity, reduces the opportunity. Worked away nicely. At some stage you sense that there's going to be a slight change in the attack, as it were, from Sri Lanka. So these shots along the ground, these workings of the ball into space for the ones, it's fine up to a point. It's still got 5 wickets in hand. Don't want to lose 2 or 3 quickly now and slow things down. But then at some stage someone's going to go over the top.
Yeah, seems like they're thinking of 24, 25 runs more in next 5 overs. And in the last 5 overs, they are going to go after English bowlers in order to score at the rate of 8 or 9 and over. And that will take them to 240. Not a bad score on the pitch.
Well, the only time we've seen sort of 9 or 10 and over was firstly at the end of Sri Lanka's innings, that 23 of the last over, first innings the other day. And then Overton's assault at the end of the game when England were just too far behind. It was brilliant to watch, but even when he got out, there was still 19 runs adrift. Actually, it was him and Rian Ahmed as well. I mean, just when things were basically lost, of course, it's always easier when the cause is largely lost to have a go without risk. You have to do it. You've got to give it a chance. But even now, even in this first innings, I mean, I would suggest that sort of 9s, 10s are slightly optimistic. I mean, I'm prepared to be proven wrong, but we'll see. Now, a sweet bit of timing. They'll come back for the second. Usual rules. You see that ball beat the infielder. Run half the first. Turn looking at the outfielder so you know exactly what's going on. You know exactly what's available. But good first run always gives you a chance at the second. It's a nice shot too.
Yeah, he's got a method to deal with the spinners, Ratnayaka. You mentioned that he was struggling. We'll talk about it in the next over. It's 178 for 5.
A lot of bowlers used. Wicket takers so far today. Overton 2 for 21, figures so far better than the other day. Dawson 1 for 31. Rashid, always key, 1 for 27 for him. Meagre offerings from Bethel, Rehan and Root down at the bottom there.
Yeah, to finish the point, he's got the method to deal with the spinners. Whenever he's looking to face the left armer who's darting the ball in, he has sat on the back foot and worked the ball into the gaps. And he's not afraid to use his feet against Adil, who's looking to flight the ball.
Yeah, apart from that one, which was the one pushed out the front of the hand. But it's been good to watch. Well, he's got to go back very quickly. It seemed a bit casual, didn't it? Just a bit of a stroll down the pitch. Nayaka wasn't moving. Already seen one unnecessary run out in this innings with Kusal Mendes. It was a bit of an inquiry. I think it's safe to say that Lanka was having a look, having a sort of posing the question, always ready to go back. That went high. That was slow and very high. 66.6 Ks. It's about 3 miles an hour.
Now the longest boundary towards mid-wicket. And as a bowler, you can afford to toss the ball up, invite the batter.
Well, he's gone for this one, but he's hit it straight to Ben Duckett, who had not to move an inch. Just stood where he was, takes the catch ever so comfortably, chest high like that. And this is the key time when Sri Lanka just looking to move ahead to start to play some shots. Sri Lanka had played so well and had set up this situation for himself and for Sri Lanka. But look at that, straight to him.
Yeah, that's what Rashid wanted the left-hander to do. Chance his arms in that direction. He goes for 45, 179 for 6.